What do you think your team will look like, feel like, the identity of
Smart,
your team?
tough, fast, disciplined, with character.
I walked into
and
that one.
We're going to go get that ball, man.
Yeah.
Like people made a big stink out of who we let go, but not a big stink out of who we brought in.
Right.
You're going to start looking at really eyeballing who we brought in and what they bring to the table. See, now there's competition at practice. Forget offense versus defense. I'm talking about versus the rush ends, the inside guys, the linebackers. You got to compete to even get on the darn field. The secondary, everybody is 6 foot and above at the cornerback's position, that long arms, jump out the gym, very athletic, and can house that thing if they get it. Safeties, physical, versatile, can cover the slot, but they're bangers. Not only that, they can cover in their ball getters.
Yeah.
They go get the ball. The receiving corps is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'm excited about them, but then we got guys to block for them. There's only 2 guys in this whole organization that gets a record, and their last name is Sanders.
That's true.
So
I know about that.
We got to make sure we take care of that one back there with the ball.
That's right.
All right. And when we do that, he's going to make the necessary read, the proper throws, because he's very accurate. He's always been his whole darn life. And we're going to get some things done because we have those little intangibles that's going to make it work. It's very rare that you have really good talent and a really good coaching staff and you don't win. Think about that. I have seen no one to disagree about the level of the coaching staff. So why would you find fault in the way we're going about acclaiming the kids?
Right.
But you said nothing about me assembling the coaching staff. So I'm good at that and not good at that. Assembling the coaching staff is harder than the kids.
100%.
That's what I'm talking about.
100%.
Right. There's no way we're going to have this and not that. Yeah.
I would say, though, because I grew up around here, played here, and forever, and remember now, this place has had one winning season in 2 decades.
Yeah, we know.
Right? Forever, people are like, oh, it's tough to recruit here. Tough to recruit. There's not a local recruiting
You
base.
got to be kidding me, man.
Well, so what's
Are
been
you
the
kidding?
experience?
Are you kidding me?
What's been your experience?
Right now, pretty Tony, we batting probably, I would say 95%.
You get a kid here.
It's
you're
a
good.
wrap.
Yeah.
And we don't have nothing for sale. we ain't selling nothing. We ain't selling you no dream or no vision. We ain't selling nothing. It is what it is. I'm too honest and straightforward to be selling you anything.
Yep.
When they get here, it's a wrap. There's no way you could look out the windows of our offices and see how beautiful the mountains are, the landscaping and the university and just the city, it's the weather. It's no way you have to sell this place. It sells itself. I don't understand how you can say that. Not only that, I think we're closing in on 20 young men from Florida. I love my Florida boys.
That's right.
Okay, so in the South, the South, we love that part of the country.
That's where all the players are at.
Let's just say this. Who won the national championship last year? Georgia.
Yep.
Who won the year for that? Georgia. Who won the year for that? Alabama. Who won the year for Alabama? Who won the year for that? Clemson. I may be wrong. I may be right. Right. Where is that located?
In the South.
Why are we talking about the South?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I love my guys from the other side of the country as well. And we can say that one from another side of the country. Let's go.
Have you been pleasantly surprised when you get those kids from Florida, from the South, and you get them from Texas? You know, I know you were in Texas for a long time
That's
as
right.
well, coaching high school football. When you get them up here,
They're surprised
I'm sure
like
that they're
I am.
like, wait, this is great.
They surprised like I was. First of all, man, I ain't never traveled nowhere. I ain't never been nowhere. I've only punched, I think, my passport maybe twice in my whole life. I'm a worker. I'm a homebody. I played baseball out here. Yeah. Played football, I think, once against the Broncos. I've never journeyed here, been on vacation, seen this kind of stuff. So the first walking in the snow, my first time was here. Once I got here, just seeing the mountains, I've never,
Right.
honestly, Never. I never wanted to vacation on this side of the country. I'm a Florida boy who lives in Texas. So, but seeing this and getting the opportunity to go to Vail,
Yeah.
and the views on the way there, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So you mean to tell me, Lord, I missed all this time? What was wrong with me?
Right.
Yeah, am I stupid? Or what is wrong with me? So it's unbelievable and refreshing, man. And being able to tell some of our Florida boys from our kids from the South, like, you got to experience a whole nother side of the country to really experience life.
Yeah.
Because if not, you just drinking just a half of the cup, man.
Yeah. I want to go back to one of your previous answers. You talked about assembling a great staff, which you have. You talked about assembling great talent, which you are doing currently,
Yes, sir.
and that's active and ongoing. I would say I think that there are questions about assembling a culture.
What is a culture?
Well, you tell me.
No, give me the definition. Everybody brings it up. When I was at Jackson over the last several years, they always talked about a culture. I said, explain what that means. And everybody's understanding of culture is different.
I would explain culture. Now, listen, I was raised by a Marine, was in Vietnam. He was also a high school football coach. The culture for me is the standard.
There you go.
And if the standard is always going to be what
God,
everyone has
see,
to reach for.
Your definition is totally different than the definition where I just came from. I love your definition.
Thank you.
Beautiful. And when you're talking about Marines and all that, that means you grew up with a lot of structure.
That's right.
That means you had to be early, not on time.
That's right.
That means it had to be like this or it wasn't going to be.
Shoes shine.
Exactly. Pointed in the right direction.
That's right.
right. So I love that. When I think about culture, I think of the way of life. Like, I only know how to do things one way. And that's with every darn thing I got, with everything I got in it. And to give unconditionally, to love without fault, and to want what's ever the best. That's it for me. And we make no excuses. We make no excuses. A bunch of like-minded men who want to get their education, who want to play pro football, and want to win. To me, that's a culture.
Yeah.
That's what we're building. That's the direction that we're going. One kid asked me, Coach, with all these new young men coming, how long do you think it's going to take for us to get on one page? I said, it's a great question, son. Did you ask your high school coach that?
No, he didn't.
I say, when you go pro, are you going to ask your pro coach that? Because they get draft choices every year and free agents every year, so it's virtually probably 40% a new team every year. 30 maybe. They don't do that. They only do that in college.
So true.
I say, so it's not like that. We have June, July, and August to get on the same page. So by the time September rolls around and we go down to Fort Worth, no. When I say let's, the rest of the team gonna say go.